No new coronavirus cases have been recorded in Victoria. That's despite yesterday's locally reported infection. And Julia Bradley joins us live from Melbourne. Julia, it's positive news for Victoria, but there's still a question on how this man got the virus. Two mysteries now, one in each state.
That's exactly right, Laura. What we know so far is that this man, aged in his 30s, returned to Australia from India via Singapore and the Maldives in late April. He was then put into a hotel quarantine facility in South Australia for 2 weeks. And that was the Playford Hotel. And health authorities there say that they believe that this man contracted COVID while he was in quarantine. At 3 stages during that stay, he tested negative to the virus. That was on days 1, 5 and 13. But it is now believed that the man somehow contracted the virus because someone who was staying in the room adjacent had also tested positive to the virus. So that question remains of exactly how the virus was able to escape the room, or if at some stage those 2 people came into contact. Now, from here, the 4th of May, this man then flew back to his home in Victoria on the 8th. He started showing symptoms consistent with COVID-19, and then he got a COVID test. Yesterday, that came back positive. As you say, Laura, positive news this morning with no new local infections recorded here in Victoria out of more than 21,000 tests. But there's no complacency here. Victorian health authorities have set up 3 tiers of exposure sites. Now, the first tier is for people who must immediately get tested and quarantined for 14 days. That includes the packed retail accessories store in Altona North. On Thursday, the Woolworths at Epping, the India Gate Spices and Grocery Store in Epping, as well as the Curry Vault Indian Restaurant and Bar in Melbourne's CBD. Under Tier 2, these people must get tested and isolate until they get a negative result. That same store in Altona North all day on Thursday. The 7-Eleven at Epping, also 2 additional sites have been added to that list. Anyone who caught the 5:28 p.m. Craigieburn to Southern Cross service on Friday, or the 10:20 p.m. Flinders Street to Craigieburn service on the same night. Tier 3 includes anyone who is at Flinders Street, Southern Cross or Craigieburn Station on Friday. So we will be hearing from the Premier of South Australia shortly, and at 10:15, the Health Minister of Victoria will also be speaking. Laura?
OK, we'll tune into that one. Julia Bradley, thanks so much. And people arriving in Sydney from the Greater Melbourne area will have to complete a declaration form from today. New South Wales Health issued the alert, which began at 6 a.m. in response to Victoria's new coronavirus case. All travellers have to confirm they have not attended any potential exposure sites in the previous 14 days. The document is available on the Services New South Wales website.